Okay. Hi, it's Crystalline here, and I'm in Paris and very excited. And I want to talk to you about this week's forecast, which is going to be really important because it's a full moon in Pisces, which is tomorrow, September 21st. And I want you to be prepared for that because, you know, whenever there's a full moon, there's a good chance that your emotions are going to rise. And I don't want you to panic when they arise because you might have some really dark, deep emotions that arise between now and the end of the week. Now, the sign of Pisces is about your unconscious self, your subconscious mind. So it's about things that are hidden, tucked away, and things you're not aware of. So you might start noticing things that you weren't aware of about yourself and about the world around you as, you know, these insights come to light. And the thing that I want you to do and to remember is that as these things come up, they are not a punishment, and Lord knows you are not supposed to run away from them, but rather you should go toward them with your eyes open and an attitude of, let me see how I can heal or correct or repair whatever is not right here. Okay, so the very first thing I want you to do as soon as possible is to make a list of everything that's going on in your life right now that bothers you, anything that bugs you, anything that is a flaw in your personality or in your character, anything where you are not having the success that you want, any place in your life where you're not having the success that you want, any weak spots, any blind spots. I want you to write all that stuff down, okay? And the reason I'm having you do this is because as you're writing these things down, your subconscious mind is going to be triggered to bring up anything that's hidden that you don't know is bothering you right now. So there might be some things where you're writing and you're like, all of a sudden, like, I didn't know that was a problem for me. And it's a problem in that on a subconscious level, it's holding you back. So right now, the moon and the energy is bringing it to your conscious awareness so that you can heal it. Okay? So first step to getting this healed is to acknowledge it, give it a voice, and write it down. The next thing I'm going to want you to do is very simple. Okay, because I want to make this a simple process for you. Now, by the way, I have my moon ritual, the full moon ritual, which I'm happy to send to you. If you want that, it's a little bit more elaborate than what I'm giving you right now. But if you want that, just drop me a line in the comments and I will get it sent off to you. But next thing I want you to do is to turn everything that you have written down on that list, I want you to turn that over to God. And what I mean by that is I want you to basically say to whoever you consider your higher power to be, I want you to say, as an earth being, these things are beyond my control to change, but I allow the universe to help me transmute these things into more joy, more vibrancy, more thrive in my life. Okay, so this exercise is a very simple exercise. You're writing down what's wrong, and then I'm saying just turn it over to God. Now, when you turn something over to God, that doesn't mean you don't have any responsibility for it. Your responsibility to these things is to go with the change that the universe is bringing for you. So, for example, if I wrote down that I'm envious and jealous of my friends who have more, okay, I'm going to turn that over to God. I'm basically saying, God, this envy and this jealousy are eating me alive, and I can't do anything about it. I need you to take it over for me. So what you're going to do is allow God to take that over for you, and then what you're going to do is stop being envious and jealous. Your responsibility is to, when that envy and that jealousy arise within you, you are to stop yourself, pause yourself, recognize what you're doing, and remind yourself that you've turned that over to God. And I need you to start looking at your friends and your own situation through different eyes, through the eyes of God. And you'll find that it becomes easier and easier to do that because you've given God control of your attitude around envy and jealousy or around your friends. Okay, so that's a really simple exercise that will help you make the most of this full moon in Pisces. And as I said before, if you want to get the full moon ritual, I'm more than happy to send that to you. Just drop me a line and I will do that. Now, I want to take some cards for this week, and I want to see what Spirit wants us to know as we go forward. So, I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot, and the first card that I have drawn is the Three of Cups. And basically, Spirit is giving us a lot of love, and saying that this is an opportunity for us to celebrate. And as we are having this full moon in Pisces, as I said, there are going to be some dark, negative emotions that will arise, but instead of going toward those emotions with a feeling of negativity or dread or fear or anguish, instead go toward those feelings with a sense of optimism, with a sense of, like, cleaning out your closet and the joy that comes along with having nice, new, empty, open space, and the balance and the harmony that your home will have now that all that junk is being taken out. Yes, it's heavy taking the stuff to the dumpster, right? You have to lug it over, okay? I just cleaned out my entire apartment so that I could move here. But once you get that stuff into the trash and you go back into your place and you see how open it is and how fresher and how much light can shine through, it's a really good feeling. So Spirit is wanting us to go forward with this exercise, with this kind of light, joyful energy. And I'm here and you're here. Spirit is also suggesting that maybe we don't have to do this by ourselves. Maybe it's okay to commune with others and to share in this experience and to create a sense of camaraderie around this healing adventure, okay? So just keep in mind as you're going forward that you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to be sequestered in your place and in the dark dumps all by yourself just because you're doing the dark, ugly work. All right, reach out for help, commune with your friends, and get some support as you're making these changes for yourself. Now I'm going to take one more card and then I'm going to go because I have a new client that I want to talk to. And this next card that Spirit is offering us is the Emperor, okay? Or in Druidcraft, it's the Lord. And this card is very much about taking responsibility for the things you desire with a masculine edge, okay? Now, a lot of us, especially if you are watching this video, if you're following me, you're probably very much in your feminine. You're probably very spiritual. You go with the flow. You're very empathic. You use your feeling nature a lot. Well, the Emperor asks you to create a safe container for all that beautiful creative energy. What it's suggesting that you do is actually find a place where you can have your feminine be as free and wild as she wants in the container of the masculine. Okay, so the masculine is very linear. It's about having control. It's about logic and rationality. One comes before two, which comes before three, four, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very orderly and organized. Spirit wants us to create order and organization for ourselves. It wants us to create a plan for ourselves. So the things that we want to create, that the feminine wants us to create, we need to use the masculine to create the structure for, so that we can help manifest our ideas into form. Okay, so that is our reading for this week. So the first order of business is to make sure that we are prepared for the full moon in Pisces, right? So doing ritual, doing some things to deal with our subconscious beliefs and anything that's holding us back in our subconscious mind, but also to make sure that we are, what was the first card that I pulled? It was the Three of Cups, to make sure that we go forward with that healing journey with a sense of optimism and camaraderie and merriment, to not be so dark and glum about it. You know, we want to feel our feelings, but we want to also take joy in knowing that we are human and we're alive, and the things that we are going through are worthy and they are a part of the human experience, and that alone is something to be celebrated and cherished. And then this last card, the Emperor, is urging us to take responsibility for our dreams and desires in the 3D material world by creating a masculine structure, right? So don't be so feminine. Keep your femininity, but don't make your femininity everything, okay? You need to be balanced between your masculine and your feminine. So you want to make sure that you have structure, planning, and some logic to your plans, your great ideas, and your big thinking. All right, that's it for me for now, for this week. I'll be checking in with you to talk more about life in Paris and everything that's happening here, but also things that are going to be happening around Badass Butterfly and my company. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Look forward to seeing you the next time. Bye for now.